Hey guys, welcome back to my Vlogmas series. It is currently almost 6:30 and I'm about to head to the airport for a trip. I was supposed to go on call at 7, but they assigned me a trip at 8:30, which is not contractual. But I'm assuming I have till 9 to get to the airport. I'm gonna wait and see if they call me at 7 and tell me that, because we're supposed to get 2 hours and I don't even go on call till 7. So they're not supposed to use me for anything before 9 o'clock. But here we are, and welcome to the airline industry. So yeah, but I'm also non-confrontational. So I'm just gonna go to the airport and try to get there at 8:30 because I'm not trying to delay the flight that we're working today. But yeah, so that's how my morning is going. And also I got my little Santa earrings on that I bought yesterday. But I'm letting Ozzy go potty, and then I'm gonna do our little calendars before we leave to stay on track with the days, because I'll be back tomorrow. And then we'll head on our way. Are you ready for day 11? Okay. Look, Ozzy, you get 2 circles today. Yeah. Okay, here's one. And 2. Yum. And then mine for today is pretty easy. It says, "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." So I'm assuming it's this. Yay! Okay. I love you. See you tomorrow. Had to get gas. On the bright side, gas prices are not as crazy as they used to be. Witnessed somebody getting pulled over. They were swerving all over the road. And the cop got behind them and they kept swerving. So, It's 8:20. I just got to the garage. I have 10 minutes till sign in. Crew scheduling never called me, so tisk, crew scheduling, you're supposed to call me. Well, I acknowledged it online, so maybe that's why they didn't call me, but I still thought that they would call me, since it was one of those weird things where they weren't even supposed to give me this trip. But they didn't. But anyways, let's go into the airport and get this day started. I'm in the back for this trip, so let's set up the cart. First things first, we gotta crunch up the ice. We use this handy dandy little mallet. Then we set up the snack drawer. I add some minis in the snack drawer so that I can get rid of the whole mini cart or topper. It just saves a little bit of room. So this is what it looks like all complete. I give both pretzels and cookies. It's not that hard to give a preference, in my opinion. So I just put them both on the cart. Some people only do one or the other. I give both. Then I take a tray and add extra waters and juice, and I'll put that right on this spot. And then I add an extra soda on the bottom, and the other side is basically the same, except for it has the beer cart and not the extra soda. Okay, so here's a clip of me doing the safety demonstration, but in case you guys didn't know, I was just going to explain why we tell you guys to always put your mask on first and not put it on other people. So when you're up as high as you are in planes, the amount of time you have before your brain will just like shut off when you lose oxygen is just a couple seconds. So that's why they always tell you like put on your own mask before helping others, because if you don't get oxygen then you will not survive. Also, with the life vests, they tell you not to inflate them in the aircraft. That is because if the plane crashes into water and you inflate your life vest when the doors open, there's a good chance water will start seeping into the aircraft. A lot of times too, when you land in the water, the plane's going to split in half. So if you blow up your life vest, then you won't be able to get out of the airplane. So don't do it before you exit the aircraft. On a less somber note, here is some beautiful decor at the hotel. I don't know why the lights are blinking because they're not actually blinking in person, but first thing we do when we get to our hotel room, put that on the door. But look at how much space I have in this room. First of all, there's a whole kitchen, okay? A whole fridge. Is that a dishwasher? A whole dishwasher. Okay. A little table and chairs. My bed area. Sink. And a nice, spacious bathroom. That is wild. Here's my view. We are in Phoenix, Arizona. I wonder if one of those stadiums is where the Cardinals play. I'll have to look it up. Or maybe the Suns. What baseball team is in Phoenix? I don't know. Let's look it up. Oh yeah, there's the mountains over there. Here's my uniform, by the way. I haven't shown you guys in a while. I've been wearing pretty much the black tights every trip because it's been cold. Even though today I looked up the weather in Arizona, Phoenix, and it said it was gonna be, the high was 56. So I packed only warm clothes and it is 68 degrees. So I did not pack the right type of clothes, but it's okay. So I realized I was looking for tomorrow and not today. But I literally packed all black and a vest. So yeah, that's gonna be fun to wear in this heat. Also, the stadiums were for the Diamondbacks and then the basketball teams, which is the Suns and the Phoenix Suns, and the Mercury, which is the women's team. But yeah, I'm gonna change out these clothes. I'm gonna heat up some lunch really quickly. We're all gonna meet in a couple hours. It's 1 o'clock local time, which Phoenix, certain times of the year, is 3 hours behind my time, and then some times of the year it's 2 hours. So during this time of the year, it's only 2 hours behind because they don't do spring forward and fall back. They don't do the whatever that's called. So it's 3 o'clock my time, but I'm gonna eat some lunch and then we're gonna meet at 5 local time to get dinner as a crew. And then we'll probably call it an early night because our van is early tomorrow. It's at 4:30 in the morning. But yeah, let me change out of this clothes and we'll get the layover started. For lunch, I got the last little bit of that chicken noodle casserole and some green beans. Yum. Next, we're gonna do our Bible study for the day. I will share when I'm done what it was about today. So my personal Bible study, I have been reading through the whole book of the Bible. I've been following along with the Bible recap. They have a Bible plan to read the whole Bible in a year, and then they have a podcast that you could listen to after you read to just help explain kind of what you're reading and kind of answer any questions about things that are confusing. If you've never read the Bible, I would encourage you following along with them and reading. It's definitely a good way to learn a lot about the Bible. But today we read the Sermon on the Mount, which is in Matthew 5, 6, and 7. It is the most famous sermon that Jesus preached that is in the Bible. And it has been preached about by so many different pastors, and there's so much information you could find about this sermon. So if you have never read it, I would read it because it is just a good reminder of how we're supposed to live as Christians and what God requires of us. And it's also a good reminder that one of the first things we have to do as believers is realize that we are spiritually poor and that nothing we have is good enough for the Lord. We can't offer him anything. He doesn't need anything from us. He just wants our undivided love and attention. Like, he wants to be our priority. And I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff in there that is a good reminder as a Christian of how to live daily life. And yeah, I would highly recommend reading it if you have never read it before. But also, if you've never read it before, I would look up to what Bible scholars say in different sermons on this sermon, because some stuff can be taken out of context. So anytime you're reading the Bible, you want to make sure you kind of fully understand what is being said, because there is a lot of stuff in the Bible that has been taken out of context. And yeah, so it's always good to double check that you're understanding correctly what you're reading in the Bible. And then the Advent study I've been doing, basically just every day, it's a reminder of the hope that Jesus was, because Advent means Lord come, or the Lord has come. So it's just a reminder of, you know, what people were hoping for at the time Jesus came, why we needed him, things he did on the earth, and just basically every hopeful thing that comes with Christ. So it's a lighter study for the holiday season, but it's a good reminder of like why we're celebrating and why Christmas is so important. But yeah, that's pretty much what my Bible study was today. I would encourage you to read the Bible. Don't just take what I say about it as truth for you, because I am a human and sometimes I misinterpret things too. So I'm trying to learn about the Bible, so I don't want to be your teacher of the Bible. So if you're curious about it, I would definitely say open it up and read it and do your studies on it. Don't just take my word for it, because I am human and I make mistakes and I may misinterpret things too, as I'm trying to learn and dive into the word also. But yeah, it is 4 o'clock. We're meeting at 5:30. So I have the Carolina game on. I'm gonna watch that until it's time to get ready and meet everybody downstairs. I looked up there's a couple of like pop-up Christmas bars, but one of them is closed. Then the other one we found, you had to spend a minimum amount of money, and we did not want to do that, because especially like, I didn't really want to do that, and I've been working this job for 4 years, but everybody else on my crew is less than a year in, and you can't be spending all this kinds of money in your first year as a flight attendant. We don't make that much. So yeah, so we're just gonna keep it chill and do dinner tonight. But yeah, we'll see you guys in a little while when I'm ready for dinner. Alrighty, here is the fit for dinner. I saw a lot of people outside in coats and long sleeves, so it made me feel better about my outfit. So maybe I won't be too hot after all. Also totally using the dishwasher to clean my Tupperware. So here's the area that the restaurant was in. It was super cute. They have a little Christmas tree and ice skating rink in the middle of all the restaurants. We had to start off with the cheers, of course. Then we got the trio dip. The two on the right were a little bit spicy. We were all taken back by it a little bit, but it was good. And then I got the enchiladas, and they got quesadillas, and I don't even remember what that was. We couldn't really read the menu, but here is the restaurant. It's got cute little decorations. Okay, look how clean though. The dishwasher works lovely. We love that. So we went to Chico Malo, I think is how you pronounce it, something like that. I don't know. It's a Mexican restaurant, even though I would say it's more of like a fancy Tex-Mex instead of Mexican. But the food was really good, but the wait for the food was kind of ridiculous. So we didn't have to wait to get seated. And we go in, we order drinks. That took like a good couple minutes, and we were like, okay, this is a little weird. And then we put in an order for the chips and salsa, and that took forever. Like, we probably waited like 25 minutes for that, and we were like, this is a long time for food. So then we put in our order before our chips even came, and we waited probably another like 30 minutes for our food. I mean, it was like we got there probably around 5:30, and it's 7:45 now. So that was such a long dinner, and it was literally right down the street. Like, we didn't have to walk far. It was like a 5-minute walk. So the wait times for food was a little bit crazy, but it was very crowded. So I don't know if it was just a busy night and they were short-staffed. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, it was also pretty expensive. So the drinks cost the same amount as the food, which is kind of weird. And I ended up getting the trio dip that we split. I was like, just put it on mine, because I don't remember if I told you guys this earlier. I think I did mention that I'm the most senior person on our trip. Everybody else is less than a year in. But I told you guys earlier that I got short called for this. Well, 2 of the flight attendants that are working got called into their day off. So tomorrow they were supposed to be off, and they got used into their day off, which we have like 4 days off on reserve that they can call us into if they need to. So they got called into their day off. And then the other girl, she worked a red eye and then picked up this trip on top of that. And I'm like, you guys know how dead I am after a red eye. So I'm like, how are you even functioning right now? No, but yeah, but I was like, you guys are new hires. I'll get like the dip, it's fine. And my bill was $70 for just myself. So yeah, it was pretty pricey. But anyways, that is all for Vlogmas day 11. Tomorrow we'll be heading back home, and then I go back on call. So I'll probably get used, not tomorrow, but the next day, because I'll be off when I get home tomorrow. But yeah, so we'll see what tomorrow's Vlogmas brings. That is all for day 11. Oh, actually, no, it's not, because before I go, okay, a couple of you guys are asking me where I got this door lock from. I don't have a link to post for you guys to put it on, but I just got it off of Amazon, and it's Adalock is the brand, ADDALOCK. If you just look it up on Amazon, it'll come up. It's a portable door lock, and I think it's like $15 for the lock. So I don't have an actual link to post for it, but that's the brand of the one I use, but I'm sure you can find other ones on there too. But yeah, that is all for day 11. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas day 12. Bye.